Well, if you enjoy oysters harvested fresh from the Indian River, you're going to love this.
Absolutely. Fox 35's David Martin is live checking out the Indian River Oyster Company. And David, you said this is a first for you, right?
It is a first for me, and it could be a first for you. You are allowed to take a tour of the Indian River Oyster Company farm out here in the Indian River, run by our friend Ryan Norris. Ryan, good morning to you.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. Let's keep things pretty easy to understand here, and you've done a great job so far educating myself here. But in the water here in the Indian River, we've got floats of bags. What's going on in there?
So we got floats of bags, and the oysters we flip up. That way they can desiccate overnight, and that gets rid of a different fouling and different things in the oysters. But they stay down in the water about 6 days a week.
And you harvest oysters year-round out here.
We do.
And how long does it take to be in the water and finally come out of the water and get ready for production for us to eat?
An average of 8 to 12 months.
And how often do you flip these bags?
Once a week at least.
Okay. So we've got. Let's demonstrate what you do here with the bag here.
Nick just brought one up here, and we take the bags. What we're doing right now, we're sorting out any trash and dead in them, and then we're going to run them through the tumbler, and we're sorting them by size, and that way they can go into bigger mesh bags and grow up bigger.
I should mention, they're not like scallops, right? They're not like clams or whatever you call them. These things actually, the oysters don't move at all when they're in the water.
No, they don't.
Okay, so let us turn on the tumbler and see what Bobby and the other Ryan here on the boat are doing. What exactly is going on with this machine?
All right, so they're running the oysters through the tumbler right now, and it's sorting them by size. The smaller ones are falling through, and the bigger ones are coming out at the end. So what we're going to do is, based off of that, we get to sort them into bigger bags and smaller bags at lower densities.
Where do people normally get their oysters when they're eating at a restaurant at night? And if they don't think about it very often, but where do they come from typically if they don't come from here?
They don't come from here. They may come from Texas or the Panhandle of Florida. There's a lot of farmers over on the Panhandle. But other than that, yeah, we have a lot of Texas, and you also have up north.
So I like the fact that we can see where our food is coming from. And you typically send these oysters to where? Volusia County restaurants?
Volusia County restaurants are the main people that carry our oysters.
Now here's a great thing, Ryan and Danielle. Our friend Jessica Norris, who's married to Ryan, tells us about the farm tours. I can get my family and friends out here and see what you do up close and personal. Do I have that right?
Absolutely.
And do I need to make a reservation for that?
Yes, you do.
All right, so what kind of tours do you provide?
They're all done by paddle, so bring your own kayak, paddleboard, whatever you're comfortable with. And you have to book the reservation on irockoysters.com. And there's different packages. There's anywhere from $25 to $100.
Per person?
Correct.
Got it. And what I love about this is you do a taste test on the tour.
Yes, we taste test at least 2 oysters a piece for every participant.
And we'll talk about what that means, why they do that, and how they do that here on the water. They actually have a picnic table they're going to set up for us in the next hour of A Good Day. So, Jessica, one more time for that website.
irockoysters.com.
And Ryan, real quick, an oyster is what kind of sea creature?
A bivalve or a mollusk.
Yeah. We're learning a lot out here in the marine life of Indian River, Ryan and Daniel. I had to ask that question because I'm like, what exactly are they?
Yeah.
But they don't move. Right, they just cement themselves to one place and they don't move.
Absolutely.
8 months of a boring lifestyle so they can wind up in your tummy.
Well, there you go. Poor little oyster.
Basically.
8 months of not moving, and then, there you go.